If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. With the servers being down for the last 4 weeks. Now, how long has it been? I don't know, 24 hours intermittently. I've sort of delved into my archive a little bit, gone through some footage. I used Alejandro Gomez's 89 rated UCL live card, probably the only one in existence outside of Bateson's account, of course. I went through and I thought, right, I'm going to make a video about him because I've only made one when he was first released, when he was 86 rated, and Atalanta were at the bottom of their group, and nobody gave them a cat in hell's chance of getting through. Not that I did the SBC because I had faith in them going through. I thought maybe there would be an outside chance of him dropping into the Europa League, and yeah, they managed to get through the group and they've won their first knockout stage game, and then the world completely fell apart, and now who knows if this card will get upgraded again. Hopefully, if the Champions League doesn't recommence, hopefully EA do the right thing and allow this card to be upgraded with whatever version that they decide to bring out. So if they bring out a team of the season, hopefully it'll go up to that. It's not going to. EA won't be that generous, but still, it would be nice to see, because I've done this on the assumption that he would get upgraded if Atalanta were to progress, and of course the competition has stopped, so I'm kind of shortchanged. Not that it's EA's fault, but still, I digress. 89 rated. At the time of completion, he was around 150,000 coins, which for an 86 rated card, with very little chance of progression, that was far too expensive. I mean, unbelievably expensive. And that's why nobody did it, because everyone thought, well, there's absolutely no point. Very slim chance they'll get through the group even to drop into the Europa League. They were rock bottom of the league, of the group. And of course, it was the same for Corona, the Porto UEL live card. They were bottom of the group as well, and they managed to struggle through the group, but I digress once more. Stats-wise, I mean, he has some pretty impressive stats across the board, really. 4-star, 4-star, high attacking work rate's a good start. 99 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, very, very good. Of course, he's 5'5", so that is, no disrespect, very short. So he should feel unbelievably quick. And as you'd have seen by the stats at the beginning, I've played a fair few games, 30-odd games with him so far. I know the goals and assists are very few and far between. There is definitely a reason for it, and I will let you in on that in just a second. 97 agility, 99 balance, 85 reactions, 89 ball control, 89 dribbling with 88 composure. Very, very nice. He's obviously going to feel very good on the ball. Very good pace and acceleration, and just very good agility and dribbling altogether, which basically makes him the most meta card in the game for that particular side of it, right? So unbelievable reactions, very, very quick on the ball, change of direction very, very nicely. I've got Kaká in there. I did have Hullet in there at one point. The big problem I found personally with Alejandro Gomez is not being able to link him into any team. So Ramsey was a nice addition, because then I could link him with Cuadrado and then get a soft link into Gomez. I then packed Correa from one of the party bags, managed to pack DePaul from something, so there were nice links. And of course, I decided the other day to pick up Gaetan and give him a little review so I could finally get Gomez into a starting 11 position. Because the reason I have so many games and hardly any goals scored is because Gomez was coming off the bench in the final 10-20 minutes just for the sake of bringing him on, not because I wanted to, inflict damage on my opponent, and I knew Gomez would be able to do that. It was quite literally, I might as well bring him on for a little run out because he never gets game time, only because I couldn't fit him into the team. This is an account I don't use very often, so I didn't really want to go out and buy, Dybala to give him a nice strong link or anything. But I'll be honest, this card is very, very good. It definitely has its downsides, and we'll talk more about that as the video progresses. But he is a very, very nice card. Unbelievably quick. Like, in terms of on the ball, off the ball, doesn't make a blind bit of difference. He has an unbelievable amount of pace and acceleration out of the turn. as I said at the very beginning, you would expect that because he has very little drag, so his height is obviously helping him. His body type is short and lean, which is not something I've seen in previous, not in previous players, but in other players. I've not really seen it with other players, so definitely something to take note of there. The problem with that, of course, and it's just a contributing factor, and well, not a contributing factor, a side effect, if you will, is anyone with height like Alejandro Gomez, so 5'5" or 5'6", even 5'7" players are going to struggle, especially with lean body types, with strength. That's just inevitable. You can't get away from it. I'm not sure of Depay's height, but I know Depay's not like 6'2" or anything like that. But Depay has insanely good strength, considering he's not one of those sort of tall, stocky players. And he's maybe the exception to the rule, but Alejandro Gomez is no exception to that rule. 50 strength, which is unbelievably bad. His physicals across the board actually are terrible. So 50 strength, 76 stamina. He has terrible jumping, not that that matters. He's got very bad aggression at 61, which can cause a few problems here or there. But in general, the physical side of his game is poor. And with potentially another upgrade if they were to beat PSG, which sounds, as if they're going to do that, but they smashed Valencia 8-4. So that was a game, very up in the balance, sure, but they managed to convincingly dispatch Valencia in both legs. So it wasn't really that. I mean, okay, granted, they've conceded 4 goals, but they scored 8 goals against Valencia. So there was definitely some sort of story there, maybe a fairy tale story of Atalanta beating PSG, going through, and Gomez getting himself another upgrade. Who knows, right? We don't. That's the thing. So his stamina could definitely have been upgraded. But that being said, his stamina from the 85 has only gone up by 6 points in 4 upgrades, which is abysmal. EA really do need to take a look at that, because it doesn't ruin the card. It just makes it so much less exciting to use, because in the second half at some point he's going to have to come off. I was using him as a striker rather than a cam, which is not the look I was going for, not really what I wanted to do. But as I say, the reason I'm making this video in the first place is because I had footage and the servers were down. So it was it was a no-brainer to me to make this video. I'm not making it for the sake of it necessarily. I was planning on doing it at some point. I just sort of forced it forward with the whole server outage. But the stamina does let him down. I played him as a striker to get him to stay forward and to not use as much of that stamina as possible. But if you used him as a cam, which I have done in previous games, he just conks out. He just doesn't have the legs to continue, because that's where Gaetan had the problem as well. I used Gaetan as a cam, and if you watch the review, you'll know all about that. But his stamina isn't the best either, and he was conking out in the second half. He just sort of started depleting very, very quickly, and as soon as you hit the 70th minute mark, it just goes down really, really quickly. The legs die, and there's just no zip there anymore. No acceleration, no pace, no desire to get forward, and that's the shame about the card, really. But using him as a super sub, you can definitely get something out of him. Of course, if you have this card already, you know full well his capability, because I'm sure you're using him. Otherwise, why would you have done the SBC in the first place? I was guilty of not necessarily knowing the full picture when it came to Atalanta. I knew they weren't in a great position, but I was kind of hoping that they could make it to the Europa League. I had no idea what they were actually going to be capable of and going through in the competition. But that being said, if you missed out on this, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're going to get to experience an 89 plus rated Gomez. Although I would not be surprised. I'd be a little bit angry. But I wouldn't be surprised if EA re-released this SBC at some point, because you know what they do. Is it that Festival of Football that they've done in the past? It usually happens right at the end of the game. So we're talking July time, although this year, who knows when the end of the game will be. They may not even release FIFA 21 in September, but if they do re-release cards here, then I will be a little bit miffed that they'll re-release this, because I am one of the lucky few who have managed to complete it and now have an 89 rated Gomez. I've not seen anybody else with this card. So would be interesting to know whether you have him. If you do, let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like him, let me know that as well. Or if you don't like him, and are you one of the ones who didn't do it but regret not doing it now that you've seen the rating that he's gone to? I like the card. Value for coins wasn't great, and especially with the stamina being as low as it is. But in terms of enjoyment and just a good card, he is a very, very good card. It's just a shame about that stamina. The strength doesn't bother me too much, but apart from that, yeah, not too bad at all. Very happy that I've done him. If you have enjoyed the review, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.